Come, let us fix our eyes on Jesus. This is Unpopular Theology, episode 76. Today I'm going to be giving an update for the show and where I see the show going over the next 10 months. So before we get started, go ahead and hit the like button, go ahead and subscribe, go over to our Facebook page, like us over there, I post new content there at the end of each month and at the end of each week with these videos. And yeah, this whole video is one big announcement, so I'll just skip the announcements for this week. Honoring the past while looking to the future. This is Unpopular Theology. So, the big announcement is, drumroll, I have a new logo. And hold on just one second here. So this is it right here. It's cleaned up from my last logo. It doesn't look like a dysgraphic college student made it on his notepad on his Samsung. Because, well, that's kind of what happened with the old logo. Yeah, so what is the meaning of the logo? For those of you who don't remember, VDMA is the word of the Lord endures forever. It stands for the Word of God. The shell with the water droplets represents baptism. The chalice with the wafer over it represents communion. And then the ICXC Nika is a Christogram, which I really like. That stands for Jesus Christos Nika. In other words, Jesus Christ conquers. And we still have Come, Let Us Fix Our Eyes on Jesus in the middle, and the name of the show on the outside of the circle. So that's the big announcement, is that my logo is fixed. Big shout out to my friend Eric Poole for fixing it for me. He texted me Thursday night after the video. He's like, "Hey, I fixed your logo, man." And I'm like, "Hey, this looks pretty good." He didn't say he fixed it, but you know, he fixed it is what he did. And you know, what do you think? I'm like, hey, I'm using that. So after this video is posted, I'm gonna update the picture, the logo on Facebook and on YouTube. So this brings us to the next part of it, of where I see the channel going over the next couple months. 9 to 10 months, I should say. So the way I see it is I'm gonna do this a little bit more structured. So up till now, the only monthly video that you could rely on is the church history series. That'll still be at the first week of each month. Then bi-monthly you'd have the Lutheranism in America series. That will now become a monthly series. And that will be the second week of each month. Third week of each month would be the online catechism series that I just started a couple of weeks ago. Fourth and fifth week, well, fifth week if necessary, would be special topics. So like answering objections to Lutheranism, answering questions from you, or general questions that I've run across, or responding to certain videos on the internet. The unpopular visit. That is something I'm going to look into over the next few months, see the feasibility of it. The way that would work is I would visit a church and just interview the pastor. I wouldn't really have time to tour the sanctuary or go to a service at the church, unfortunately. But I want to do this to give the show something that I've been promising from the beginning, because I do think this would be a fun thing for me to do. So yeah, this pretty much wraps up the announcement portion. So yeah, I'm very excited. The new structure of the month won't start kicking in until next month, so December. And so I think I'll have time to do a Christmas special for December for my special. So until next week, when I will be talking about church history, keep your eyes fixed on Jesus.